Good evening. It's day 1 of phase 2, and I am officially calling it 90 days to freedom. And there's a lot in that, but if you've watched any of my prior videos, you can kind of better understand the process that I've already shared. So you may be relating to that, you may be relating to here and right now, you may be miles ahead of me, wherever you are. Thanks for being here. I hope you get something out of this. I have already gotten a great amount of just wisdom and inspiration and just determination, and knowing that this is going to be different than it's ever been. And I've tried many times, like so many people have. As you can see, I just finished showering and I'm getting ready to go to bed for the night because I'm going to wake up early and I'm going to go to a strength training class in the morning, which I do enjoy at the gym. But the whole day has gone by and I haven't done a day 1 video. So I had to hop on real quick and tell you guys, or really just record for myself, because that's okay too. No one has to hear this but me. That I had a good day today. I definitely had, moments where I was tempted. It really came when I was stressed, when I was tired, just those usual kind of triggers, so to speak. But because I've already gone through those 40 days, I know those triggers. And so I was better able to evaluate the situation and ask myself, what do I really want right now? I want rest. I want this stressful situation to end. I want just a form of comfort. And my go-to has always been food, or zoning out. And I can't do that anymore because it's not healthy. So that being said, my biggest struggle was actually this evening after dinner. I had eaten really healthy, so that I'm actually focusing more on staying within a calorie limit. And I know that people have mixed feelings on calorie counting, but I already went through the first 40 days not calorie counting and just developing those healthy habits. And so this is part of this phase 2 for me. I feel led to hone in on my calories. And just a side note with that, not all calories are equal. So if you're going to choose to calorie count, do your research, because a ho-ho is not the same as, like an apple, right? Even if the number may be the same with certain things, it doesn't equal the same. So what I mean by calorie counting is that it allows me to still eat healthy food, but eat to make sure that I'm in a healthy deficit, that I'm fueling my body enough for my exercises, but not too much to where I'm not seeing the weight coming off and the results I'm looking for. So that it just allows me to kind of fine tune and hone in on those areas so that I can reach my goals. So anyway, that being said, I had a really great yummy smoothie like later in the day, and then I knew that we were having a like a beef stew this evening because it's just what I had available to make, and just life got busy, so I actually didn't have a lunch. And then I got to dinner, I portioned myself out because I knew that I tend to, oh gosh, if I don't eat all day then I can just gorge myself. I didn't, which was good. But even then, I feel like at the end, I ate a little too much to where I felt a bit full. And as I was putting the food away, I do tend to be tempted to like take extra bites of something that I really enjoy. And I told myself no. And it was really interesting to experience this, like that inner monster come out. I don't know if any of you can relate to that, but it's like a little like inner temper tantrum being thrown. And so it's like the normal sane me that wants to make healthy choices is trying to parent the temper tantrum within. And it was really interesting, especially after spending the entire day dealing with temper tantrums with my children. I honestly found it kind of comical, like, wow, it's interesting to see that come out. And far too often I've given into those and I never really identified what it was. I saw it more as, just one bite isn't going to hurt. But I know now, especially after these past 40 days, that giving in even just a little bit for me is not worth it. And so I said no. And I said no again. And I said no again until it stopped. And it reached the point where I was like, this is good. This is really helpful. And I think this is just going to be something that I'm going to keep with, that I know I'm not going to feel good if I take the bite. So why would I? There's no point. You know, it's just, again, removing the emotion from the situation and looking at things logically. I'm already full. I don't need to take another bite. But the whole replay goes through my head of, what if I get hungry an hour later and it's too late for me to eat something? Or what if I haven't eaten enough for me to work out tomorrow and I'm going to look super weak in the class? Like, it goes on and on, y'all. Like, I don't know if anyone else can relate, but the whole the inner conversation is stupid, to say the least. And I'm sick of it. I'm sick of that little inner toddler throwing the tantrums and getting what they want. It's not okay. I'm done with it. I'm choosing to be an adult. But anywho, so that was a good win, and I was able to have a really nice shower, and I'm going to get some good sleep tonight, drinking a bunch of water. That also helps to keep me full and satisfied. And so anyway, I'm looking forward to it. Day 1 of 90 days. These first 30 days, I am choosing to focus on cutting out gluten, dairy, and sugar, which was my original intention in the 40 days, but I didn't stick fully to it. And so I'd really like to see how my body handles that. Because again, if you're new, I was recently, a few months ago, diagnosed with Hashimoto's, and that's actually a way to help eventually put myself into remission. I can do a video on that later, but anyway, I want to see if it will help with my skin, my eczema, with my mood swings, with my fatigue, with my thin hair, with, all the things that I deal with, the headaches, the migraines, man, especially when I have sugar, I get migraines. Gluten makes me have mood swings. I react aggressively and I don't like it, and with dairy, to a degree, I feel bloated. Same thing with gluten. And so anyway, just cutting them out for 30 days. I want to just see how my body feels. I'm going to be very intentional with that and go from there. And exercising, it's still 6 days a week. I'm alternating between cardio and strength training. And then I'm also giving myself a little side goal of I'm wanting to focus on my arms. I want to, you can't really see. I want to get rid of that. You see that? Yeah, that jiggle. I don't want that. It's summertime and I feel so insecure in short sleeve shirts. And I hate that, So, that's just an area that I want to target. Obviously, I'm doing all the things, but I'm going to more hone in on that to just kind of see some progress. I just felt like that was a cool way to set some smaller goals that I can, as I'm watching the weight in inches go off, I'm also honing in on a specific area so I can hopefully really see a difference in distinction. So, and then of course doing studies, since I did the focus on Jesus in the wilderness the last 40 days, I'm now, for these 90 days, I'm going through the Gospels. I'm going through Jesus's ministry, and it's an exact 90 days. So it's really cool doing that, as well as a 40-day wellness study just to start, as well as a mind study that I'm doing with a relative of mine. But anyway, so it's just kind of bits here and there, just like I was doing with the 40 days, but kind of next level, so to speak. So, that's really it, I think. So, yeah. Oh, and I wanted to try to challenge myself to, anytime I do a video, because I don't think I'll do one every day, because it's a lot. I don't need to do one every day. But a little tidbit of wisdom that's really stuck with me that I've especially been praying through today is, it's actually a quote from Facing the Giants movie. Wonderful movie if you haven't seen it. But one of the quotes in there is, he says that he tells a story about two farmers that they both pray for rain so that their crops will grow, but only one of them goes out to prepare his field to receive the rain. And so the question is, which farmer are you? Are you going to pray for the rain and go prepare your field to receive it? Or are you just going to sit there and pray and hope it happens, but not actually believe it because you're not ready to receive it? So in that concept, it's not just about praying, God, please help me change, setting myself up, like, please, let the rain come, let the change come, but literally going out and preparing my field to receive that change, preparing my heart, preparing my mind, preparing my body, choosing what I'm putting into it, choosing how I'm working it, and trusting that as I'm preparing my field, the rain will come. So that's a little tidbit that I wanted to share that's really spoken to me today in the past several days. But yeah, that's it. So day 1 of 90 days to freedom. And I am excited. I'm mostly excited. Still a little bit nervous because I have fear of failure, but it's really gotten a lot easier. The longer I am on this journey, the more I see the possibilities and what I'm capable of and what God has already placed in my life. I don't need a special trainer. I don't need a special nutritionist. I don't need to spend a ton of money on all this equipment and this and that. Like I need to give it to God. I need to seek Him first and foremost above all else. And in this, just be wise about making the better choice each and every day in every area. So it's not easy, but it's simple, as we've said before. So wherever you're at, keep at it. If you're just starting, get to it. And I'm getting to it. So we'll see you later.